Alright, let's talk about Ashling Flame Dancer from Modern Horizons 3. So Ashling is from the original Lorwyn block. It took place about 40 years ago. She's possibly still alive. She's a major figure from that block, even if though she's not really a main character. I'm going to talk broadly about her history here, but not get too much into the weeds on specifics. And this is mostly because it's 3 novels plus an anthology. It is a lot to cover. So in the original Lorwyn, Ashling is a pilgrim. What that means is twofold. Number one, she sort of acts like a messenger between the different peoples on Lorwyn. But number two, what it really means is it's a flamekin, one of her people, who are out on a quest to discover themselves. She's looking for a connection to a greater elemental. Unfortunately for Ashling, she gets pulled into the plots of Kolfanor, the Last Ewe. Kolfanor is trying to end the reign of Una, the Queen of the Fae, and he's using his apprentice Reese, along with Una's created avatar Marilyn, and a little band of friends they pick up, including Ashling and Brigid. Now, Una's sort of been almost like a god on the plane for centuries, and Kolfanor is one of the few beings on the plains able to challenge her in any way. And so he sets this plan into motion that will result in her death, taking advantage of the Great Aurora coming early this time. And so Una is sort of scrambling to prepare for what used to be a very regimented process. Kolfanor arranges events so that Ashling's greater elemental arrives and fuses with her, and they incinerate Kolfanor. This leads to Kolfanor's sapling being created, who's meant to sort of carry on his legacy, but she's still young. When Shadowmoor comes, though, what this does is turn Ashling into the Extinguisher. She becomes this almost fire god who's just hell-bent on revenge, and is destroying everything she comes across and in her path. Eventually, Reese and Marilyn are able to get through to her, and she comes to her senses and eventually splits from the greater elemental. And then she teams up with Reese and Marilyn in order to defeat Una. They use the power of multiple greater elementals, including the source of the Wanderwine, a great water elemental, and Ashling's great fire elemental, and Marilyn's power as sort of like an avatar of Una that went wrong. And they save the day, and Shadowmoor turns back to Lorwyn. And that's all we know, but we have a new Lorwyn block coming up, so maybe we'll learn more about their story.